Sorry. So sorry. I was watching Erica De Niro TV's premiere, um, and I kind of lost track of time watching Erica De Niro. So, hey everyone. Welcome back to Themis and Thought. Grab your coffee, water, tea, whatever you're drinking. Actually, go get something and just come kick it up. Um, we're in the middle of the week. Just go kick your foot up and tune in. Ah, hey everyone. Welcome. Um, a friend of mine was over and they went into my closet. He went into my closet. Um, and he asked me now to change his entire wardrobe. So I'm very excited. We're gonna go shopping and stuff, and I'm gonna um I am going to redo his entire wardrobe because he wanted it to look similar to mine without copying it. So we'll see. I'm excited. I haven't done one of these since uni. Um, so I'm actually excited for it. Anywho, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in some of the subscribers, and this is why. This right here. Um, the fact that so many of y'all thought I was talking about Drake here is like bothering me. Like, it's actually bothering me. Like, at, why would I be talking about Drake? Why would I why would, yeah, why would I be talking about showing mercy to Drake? This is not a. I'm just gonna end the commentary on this here and just let y'all know that this is not about Drake. This was like my midnight 1 a.m. thoughts that I posted on here, and sometimes I forget that there are like people reading and like commenting or whatever. But I had a conversation a couple days ago on Discord with CJ, and she was talking about how um, mean we are to each other online and in black spaces that we don't know how to like talk to people and engage with people and be kind. And I've been reflecting on that like a lot. And I want you all to know that this is, in fact, a space where you dissent. Like, I have never blocked anyone for dissenting, for disagreeing, and for voicing that disagreement, right? And I hope that I have never disrespected anyone who came up here. Because I don't want you all to feel like this is a platform where the only voice that matters is mine. You are definitely always welcome to come up here and talk. And so, just as a general matter, I was making a general statement about people's lives spilling out onto the internet and information that we now have about people being used in very specific ways. And I'm talking about like content creators. I'm not talking about celebrities. I feel like celebrities' lines are open for the dragging, right? And where I have fallen short has to do with Coconut and O'Shea Duke Jackson, right? Those two content creators I have said things about that were not necessarily about their content. And it became personal. And I think I'm not apologizing for anything that I stand firmly behind everything. I stand firmly behind everything I say. But I am saying that I'm going to try my best moving forward to be careful. And I think the care that I want other people to show other content creators is the kind of care I have to show. And so I've fallen short. I've fallen short. So it's not me speaking down on people. at all. It's not me being holier than thou. I can own, even me calling this person coconut is dead wrong. I can own my part in like being annoying. And I think we can all start holding each other accountable. It is what it is. There is a separate thing where I've seen your comments, I see your emails, and I read your DMs. Like, if you message me on Instagram, you see when I see your message. You do not dictate my content. Let's be very clear about that. Whenever I drop the link and you want to come up, you can bring your baggage up with you and we can go back and forth, right? We can go back and forth, but you do not dictate what I do and don't do. And because I saw your comments, because I saw your DMs, you know I saw you and I'm ignoring. I'm ignoring you. And the thing is, you can create your own channel and talk about whatever it is that your heart desires. I created my channel to talk about what my heart desires, not what your heart desires. So stop DMing me multiple times after I've read your DMs to do things that I told you I'm not about to do or I'm ignoring. It is what it is. Get the hint. I'm not doing it. And no, you don't get to pressure me into doing whatever I want to do, whatever you want me to do. So that's that on that. Chica says, I'm the dictator, don't forget it. No, no, not that. All right. So now that's out of the way. Let's get into some content. I actually have to be off of here in 2 hours. I have to put a time limit on myself because I'm trying to create this video that needs to be recorded by this weekend, and I'm doing um, 30 minutes to an hour each night, and I haven't done it yet. So after this, I have to go record. And then this weekend, I will submit all of my parts and edit and all of that. So I do actually have to get off of here in 2 hours. Um, but before we continue, Steve Urkel just got married. And I want to say a huge congratulations to Steve Urkel. Apparently, he had a wedding, and yeah, just putting that out there. Nothing here, nothing there, just wanting to let y'all know. Separately, I needed to let y'all know this. So Kendrick Lamar has made history. So Not Like Us opens as one of the biggest moments in hip hop. This is from Hip Hop All Day. It is number one on Apple Music in 40 countries. Look, that is wild. That is like, anyway, it's number one on Apple Music in 40 country. It is the number one most streamed song in the world right now. It'll debut at number one on the Billboard. It is the most streamed ever in a single day for a solo rap song. It is the most streamed rap song ever in a single day in the US. It is the biggest streaming day for a rap song on Spotify in 2024. It has the most views in a single day for a rap song on YouTube. Um, Second biggest streaming day of all time for a rap song on Spotify, which with 11.8 mil. First rap song to receive 11 million stream outside its opening day in Spotify history, and will be the first rap song to get number one with a shortened tracking week. I don't know what that last one mean. So yeah, Not Like Us. What? Girl, girl, I know Drake is. I know Drake is sick. I know Drake. Girl, I have been playing that song over and over and over, and then I realized I can't really be dancing to the lyrics. in this song. Like, if you're listening to the song, wait, I heard Drake took off the copyright. Well, do you think we could find out? Y'all want to listen to it? Y'all think we can listen to it? I don't know if Drake actually took off the copyright, y'all. I don't want to get like I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Drake, I believe, not Drake. Ew, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar. Um, Kendrick, not Drake. I don't know why I said Drake. Kendrick Lamar. Let's look it up. Not like us. I'm sorry. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it.
Psst, I see dead people. Hey, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak throw, man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? The industry can hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pull on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 that fuck him up. Wop, 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 I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
That line right there, that line should not be that good. And I should not be... that line... There's so many problems with making this a club song, a pop song, making this a radio song. There is so many issues with, like, we should not be dancing to this. We should... We should not be dancing to it. Like, I don't understand the thought process behind the creation of this song, but it's also so good. The image you played to celebrate Kendrick is not putting a copyright, period. Oh yeah. The thing is, now I want to play it every time I come on and play his song, but it's like the lyrics, the beat is good, the flow is good, all of it is good. The lyrics they are an attack on someone. And so, like, there is something philosophically wrong, right? With doing the kind of dance I want to do with the lyrics, these kind of lyrics in the background. But I'm still gonna continue. I need to check my morality. Hey, Sin. Welcome, welcome. Everyone give Sin the warmest welcome. I took some of the topics from your live stream as I was in and out. And we're covering them, i.e., when I say topic, I mean Brian McKnight, girl. Brian McKnight needs to be discussed. Try and strike a chord and try to strike a chord and it's probably E minor. It's that line that line is literally like everything. Welcome, Sin. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Grab your coffee, water, tea. All right, we're continuing to play. I'm cutting it because I'm still adding some commentary, but I really just want to play the song.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Probably A minor. Do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches, go. The audience not dumb, shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. Ain't there some P-rest that's for bitchin'? You Malibu most wanted, ain't no law boy, you ball boy, fresh Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes, or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy. Nigga better straighten they posture. Got favors all up in content. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fucked on Wayne Grow. He was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the wrong label on me. I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music. And I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie. Here, 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up. It's a must. We outside. Ay. They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Like, what, little baby help you get your lingo up? What, 21 get your false street cred? Thug that you feel like you a slime in your head. Like, what, Quavo said you can be from Northside. What, 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter, he was...
Ew! You're not a colleague, you a colonizer. You a colonizer is wild. You're a colonizer is wild. You're not a colleague, you're a colonizer. Wow, nasty, nasty word. My new ringtone, period. It's my new break music. Drake popping. Stop. Drake twerking to this somewhere. Not Ken calling him Malibu Most Wanted. Girl, you saw the picture, the poster. I think I was watching Jessie Woo, and they put up there. She put up the picture of Malibu Most Wanted. I can't. They not like us. They not like us. Period, Drake. Period. Drake not like us. Drake is... I don't know who the us is, but girl, he not like us. You better drag Drake, Kendrick. Drake is not like... No, no, no. Come back, come back. I know Drake is having the worst week of his entire life. When these stats drop around this song and how well this song is doing, for a beef song to be premiering at #1 on the Billboard is wild. For it to be #1 on Spotify and Apple Music, I think Apple in over 40 countries is wild. Like that's just like not a thing. So not only is he beating you lyrically, he's beating you up and down these charts. What? Not only is Kendrick destroying you lyrically, right? The poetry in Kendrick's music is just better. The lyricism is just there, right? So the fact that he put this on this kind of beat, did this kind of flow, and so, you know what? I'm going to make people shake to this. People going to be twerking to you being called a PDF. Like, that is wild. And now it's #1 all over the world. It is #1 all over the world, girl. When they're not like us. Period. I'm gonna finish it.
God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say OV ho. Say OV ho. Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way.
Well, Drake, he beat you at your game. Drake, Kendrick has beaten you at your game. Because at least I thought this would have ended with Kendrick out and everyone who cares about rap and rap lyrics and the poetry behind rap would say Kendrick won, but that Drake would be all over the charts. And Drake being all over the charts means that he would have won financially, right? He would have won in popularity, right? But not only is Drake being destroyed by Kendrick lyrically, Kendrick has him in a chokehold on these charts, on these numbers. And then Kendrick apparently drops the copyright so you can react to this. Do you think the people reacting to Kendrick, who has allowed them to make money from his music, are going to be opposing Kendrick? Y'all think these reaction channels having the ability to listen to this and make money from it, right? In their reaction, you think they're about to drag Kendrick? This man is playing a different level game. This man is playing a different. Kendrick is playing a whole different game. Okay. Drake need to drop the copyright too, so other people. Period. Kendrick is disrespectful. That's all I know. Anyway, if Kendrick gets the Grammy off, no, you play. I would love that. I need to investigate more why like before all the things came out about the kids, like I saw those, I never liked Drake. And I need to investigate that because maybe I've just been a Drake hater. And I'm going to put that out there. So, because like, I don't feel like I hated Drake when he just came up, but I never really cared. Anyway, Stephen A. Smith, who no one asked, nobody, nobody at all. Stephen A. Smith, we need to stop this. Oh my God, this is bad for the culture. What part of this is bad for the culture, Stephen A. Smith? Girl, what part of this is bad? I like the exposing. You are gonna say something that you can take back. And what about it? And what about it, Stephen A. Smith? What about it? Let us say all the things we need to
That's what we
say.
doing?
So
Both making gobs and
Stephen A. Smith for me, I don't know this as a truth, right? This is conjecture on my part, right? But Stephen A. Smith remind me of those people. Ain't nobody giving commentary on Drake. so Stephen A. Smith, thank you to Els, reminds me of those people that are like wearing someone else's skin. And what I mean by that is someone who is bought and paid for. So, like, if you go to Stephen A. Smith, maybe for like sports, he's not biased, but whenever he's speaking on the culture, whenever he is speaking about race, for example, I don't really trust him, right? And so, like, every time I hear him, whoever side Stephen A. Smith is on, it feels like I shouldn't be on their side, right? And I know he's on Drake's side because all the Drake people are running out of the woodworks talking about we need to stop. This is bad. We need to get back to real rap. We don't need to be doing the gossip thing. Anyone doing that is probably a Drake fan. most likely a Drake fan. Because the only reason they're out here talking about stop, stop, stop is because Drake getting drag, drag, drag. That is it. That is all. There's nothing more to it. So let's hear what Stephen A. Smith had to say about this. Just a mess.
It's not funny at all. And that's involving Kendrick Lamar and Drake, two hip hop artists who are absolutely extraordinary talents in this genre, in this industry. Both making gobs and gobs of money, both worth over 150 million or so, both doing big, big things. I still love Kendrick Lamar when he appeared in Power, when 50 Cent, before 50 Cent got killed off and what have you, and he was a crackhead, but he was absolutely sensational as an actor in that show. And I thought that Kendrick Lamar is incredibly talented. Let me say this. This shit ain't cool. It's not good. I'm not going to repeat a single lyric either of them have said. What I'm going to tell you is that pedophilia has been mentioned, talking about who's screwing who and all this other stuff, talking about people, family members, people, family structure and all that. Come on, y'all. Now, I was raised rather in the hip hop generation. I'm a product of the hip hop generation. I grew up right down the block from Jam Master Dave, Run DMC. I know all about Hollis Crew. LL Cool J grew up at Farmers Boulevard, 5 minutes away from me. 50 Cent, Ja Rule, and ultimately those guys, they grew up in the area nearby. Snoop Dogg is my brother. I've idolized Dr. Dre all my life since I was a teenager because I think he's just that brilliant. We know cats in the game. We've seen Nas and Jay-Z, go at it a little bit. We've seen LL from the days with Kool Moe Dee going at it. We've seen all of this stuff, but not like this. Not like this. At the end of the day, what we're looking for is to see who's the best lyricist, who's the person with the lyrics along with the beat that can turn some stuff out in a way the other that they're competing with cannot. I mean, even in the movie 8 Mile, where...
Girl, what is this man whining and crying about? What is this man whining and crying about? Can't we listen to the music and figure out who is better? I don't know why he is crying. We can definitely listen to the music and find out who is lyrically better. The fact that you are up here talking about, oh my God, what has rap become? You want to know why he's upset? He is upset because things are being disclosed about probably both parties, but more likely Drake. And it's bothering him because Drake is being affected by these PDF allegations, right? And these clips that are now being scrutinized rightfully. Let's be clear. If Kendrick had been dragging Drake, right? And nothing he says, that's Kendrick, could be verified, i.e., hinted at by public actions coming from Drake, no one would care. The truth is, what Kendrick is saying about Drake rings true for most people listening because of Drake's actions publicly. And that, I think, is what powerful people in Hollywood, people who are paying Stephen A. Smith and everyone else, they don't want this to come out. They don't want this to be discussed in the way that it is being discussed. And I have a problem. Drake literally went on his knees, put his arms together, clasped his arms, put it up to the sky, and prayed for Kendrick to respond. Literally, Drake went out there mocking Kendrick, trying to get him to respond. Now everyone mad when he responding. Now everyone is mad when he's calling out Drake's bad behavior. Mind you, it is not lost on me that Drake did point out that Kendrick might have abused someone, right? There is no evidence of this at all in the public domain. When y'all find the evidence, y'all can bring it to me. What Kendrick is accusing Drake of, there is a lot of videos, a lot of statements being made. Wop. So I don't know what Stephen A. Smith up here talking about. What do you want? You want them to just rap and not bring out the negative things that has been happening? No. Cat Williams said we're gonna be seeing these deviants. Cat Williams Cat Williams been told us that these deviants would be exposed. Steven has an unnatural allegiance to lose. Yeah, he does. And try to make it both sides. Girl, ain't no both sides here. One person getting dragged, falling from cloud nine until he woke up on the concrete.
Yeah, they cussing at each other and going off. You don't see him doing this kind of shit. It's excessive. And I'm not going to, listen, I get sick and tired and pissed off when people try to compare commentators to stuff like this. One of my boys constantly brings up stuff he classifies as black on black crime. He's sitting a few feet away from me now. When you're talking about sports and you got to denigrate somebody's performance.
One of your friend sitting close to you is always talking about black and black crime. I need the cameraman to zoom in on who this friend is. I have questions for your friend who's always talking about black and black crime, because I know that person not white. I know that. I know your friend who always talk about black and black crime isn't white. I need the camera to pan to whoever that person is. Play entirely too much.
It's their performance. When you got to sit up there and say they get in school, that's because they get in school. You're going up against somebody. But when you're doing stuff like Kendrick Lamar and Drake are doing to each other right now, yeah, that makes me think about black on black crime. This shit is excessive. You don't cross that line. I mean, just a few days ago, that damn Steven Jackson used the word snitch when it comes to me. I love my brother, but he crossed the line because that shit ain't me. But this applies. Am I lying, fellas? Does that snitch apply to this? You talking about who doing who? Who hooking up with who? Who used to hook up with who? Talking about people, family members? Talking about their sexual.
Why is he outraged? Like, I literally am so confused as to why he's outraged. Like, there've been beef where people have been unalived. There've been rap beef where people have been unalived. The fact that he's up there pretending like this is outrageous is wild. And the only reason I believe he's doing this, the only reason is that he has some unnatural allegiance to Drake. Because this is not both sides. The people who are hurt online and crying are Drake fans. I promise you right now, if there's someone online crying and whining about this rap beef, they're a Drake fan. They are. They're a Drake fan, and they're real upset that their man's lost. Their man, to say Drake lost is an understatement. Their man's got dragged. Like lyrically, he just got destroyed. But the fact that Kendrick is all up and down these charts is wild. That's wild. He was called bald headed. The fact that I had to read this out loud is wild. Y'all play entirely too much. BBL Drizzy has y'all on a payroll. I feel like he has an unnatural allegiance to loser, i.e. Drake. I don't even want to hear the rest of this, but let's hear.
Relationships and all. Whoa, what's that about? First of all, we don't know whatever level of truth there is to any of it. But secondly, true or not, how's that our business?
How is one of the biggest rap artists of our generation being a PDF aisle is our business? Stephen A. Smith, you really want to ask that question again? What? Let me find out what in any of these two men's song is none of our business. All of it was our business. Drake having a child when Pusha T pushed that forward was our business, because now we find out that his image that he portrays was a whole lie. It was a facade. We see right through it. The whole thing is made of glass. Nicki Minaj. The fact, by the way, I feel like if you're a man in close proximity to Nicki Minaj, I'm just going to go ahead and give you the side eye. As like a baseline, as a threshold requirement for me, I'm just gonna give you the side eye. Like, I'm just sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, if you are a guy, a grown man, and you and Nicki Minaj, Like, if you look through Nicki Minaj's track record when it comes to men who are close to her, girl, if you're a man and you're friends with Nicki, work with Nicki, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume things. Not because of Nicki, but because of like the men who are around Nicki Minaj and the men who Nicki Minaj support, starting with her brother, her husband, Takashi. Like it's definitely giving a pattern. There's definitely a pattern. I'm so sorry, and y'all know that I'm a barb. I was a barb. I was. I really truly was. But like, it's hard to not see this. So when Stephen A. Smith is saying that this is none of our business, I need to talk to him to find out what he thinks is none of our business. I I want to know what he thinks is none of our business. I truly want to know. Do you want us to not know that Drake might kind of want this kind of thing? I need to know because the government, let me, if I pull up the song, even Kendrick Lamar as his art as the picture for his song Not Like Us indicated that the government thinks that it is our business. Megan's Law thinks it's our business. Like it is our business. I don't know what you're talking about. How are you this upset that truth, don't tell no lie on me and I won't tell no truth about you. The truth is coming out. Sue him. If it's a lie, sue him. Sue him. Not sue me because I didn't do anything. Sue him. Oh, they are mad. These people are upset, and for me, it highlights who is a part of the problem. I'm sorry. If you're defending Drake and you're like, oh, why are y'all telling the people this? Why are y'all saying this? You a problem. Stephen A. Smith said someone called him a snitch. That's why he's mad. Girl, nobody respects Stephen A. Smith. Ah, mm, Nikki has an unnatural allegiance. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate this, but it's like kind of true. Like, hey Kenny, I thought you were a member. What kind of games you've been playing with us, Kenny? I don't like you playing these reindeer games. Wop 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 wop. I don't like you playing these reindeer games. Oh my god, I said I literally don't have a lot of time. Sorry, let's continue. I need to save my voice for this video.
And if you going so far as to call a brother, damn near call a brother a pedophile like Kendrick Lamar did with Drake, hell, you could be talking lawsuit. Now, both of them are known in the industry as not being of that ilk where they're going to take it to the streets and violence is going to occur. Thank God for that. We don't need that. We don't need that. All of us should stand up and speak out against that. And if you're going at each other lyrically, yeah, but there's still lines that can't be crossed. And props to J. Cole for stepping out of the mix weeks ago by saying he ain't even about that. I can't believe what I'm seeing from Drake and Lamar, especially, I mean, damn, I love both of these brothers. Nobody's insulting either one of them. I'm saying both of you are great. Both of you are doing big things.
And that is the problem. You have missed the point. It's not both. It's not the big two. It's not the big three. It's just Kendrick. I don't know. Where did this lose you? In this entire rap beef, and the fact that you're not owning the fact that Drake just got himself handed to him, the BBL Drizzy got himself handed to him out in the street is a problem. The fact that y'all get, oh, both of y'all are great. There is no both. There is no both anymore. It is done. It is over. It is through. It is tired. Control, Alt, Delete. Shut it down. Done. There is no big three. None at all. Y'all need to stop the foolishness. The man of the hour of this generation in terms of rap is Kendrick Lamar. It is done. It is through. If you are up here being this reckless with your words, at least give the throne to the person who earned it. Because we're not about to sit there like, oh no, you both are great. No, you both aren't great. You both are doing well, but there's only one. There is only one, and it's not even close. J. Cole can't even compete because J. Cole dropped out, right? Drake, Drake. So no, absolutely not. It's Kendrick. Stop it. There's no comparison anymore. The victor has been chosen. Finish him. Brutality. Brutality. Flawless victory. Drake did not even win one round. Drake thought he was going to win one round with Family Matters. He really did. But little did he know.
But at what price? If this is what you're doing, this can't be for the money. This is personal. And I ain't gonna lie, it's making both of them look bad. Ain't nobody cheering no more. Not for this.
Hey, what do you mean nobody cheering no more? I was waiting. Girl, I was waiting. I was waiting for the final thing. Nope, I did not mean fatality. Look, do not correct me on Mortal Kombat. Do not correct me on Mortal. I said brutality. I did not say fatality. If you have not played, you have not played. Brutality is where you do a combo at the end and you beat the person until they explode. Fatality is when you engage with some kind of magical power, like ripping their head off or pulling their bone out. Because of the amount of songs that were created, it is a continuous hitting, punching, and kicking, therefore, brutality. Now, I don't compare. Girl, I was fully deep into Mortal Kombat. We're not going to do that. I had one move with Sonya. I had one move with Sonya Blade, and that. I can't wait to Kransuki the new. Let's go. All right, let me shut this man up. Let's shut this man up because ain't nobody tired. We tired of Stephen A. Smith. All right. Sukiana and JT decided it's their moment for life. I don't know. Yeah. Do y'all care about this beef? Because I don't. I don't. I'm not going to keep track of Sukiana and JT. First of all, I don't listen to JT or the City Girls anymore. Like I would listen to JT and Young Miami as the City Girls, but like I don't really. I'm not. I'm more for like Megan Thee Stallion type of women rapper. But like, and I definitely don't listen to Sukiana. I am so sorry. I know some of y'all love Sukiana. Apparently, Sukiana going to jail for drugs in Miami, but I promise you, I don't care. And I'm not keeping track. However, JT dropped a song called Okay, and in there she talking about people losing their teeth when they eat crab legs because the veneer is cheap. Wait, no. Actually, I need. Sorry, this ain't right. Let me play. Sukiana responded. And I did save Sukiana's response. I don't know why I saved this. This is not my problem. Wait, let me find Sukiana responding to JT. Because one thing JT is not going to do is play dumb. Sitting there pretending like she wasn't taking shots at Suki. At Dr. Umar's girl, Dr. Umar's wife. All right. So apparently, Sukiana got arrested for selling drugs, girl. Is the music industry just filled with drug mules, girl? Girl, wait. Is the music industry just filled with like drug mules? Because girl, what is happening? anyway, anyway, allegedly. So, Sukiana is in jail, and JT decides to drop her song "Okay," which is a vibe. Like I hated it the first listen, but on the second listen, I was like kind of vibing out. Um, and I didn't even notice like she was taking shots at people and saying, "Oh, your teeth cheap. That's why it fell out when you were eating crab legs." And if y'all remember, Sukiana posted that she was eating crab legs and her. Anyway, Sukiana said JT wasn't talking about her. So here's what Sukiana had to say. I'm going to play this because whatever.
I just want to clear this up real quick because I was locked up when the song came out. I come home, I look at my phone, everybody keep tagging me. They keep tagging me. And they tagging Cardi too. They said JT was trying to diss me in a song or Cardi B. So she said in the song, a bitch broke her cheap ass veneers on some crab legs and she always be talking shit. I did. Now, we all know I done broke my teeth on some crab legs. I love crab legs. Shit, that's normal shit. I ain't have to post it. I post it because I'm a real bitch and I live my truth. But I don't talk shit about bitches. I always show love. Never hate on a bitch. Never call a bitch name. Always show love. And I was at JT birthday party. It was hugs and giggles. So I don't feel like she talking about me. And I don't take her as the girl that just start trouble with random people when she dropping a song. So they say there's trouble in paradise for her and Cardi. Y'all bitches trying to hype me up and roast the bitch. I can't, I ain't going. I'm miss ain't going. You feel me? Like, JT, just clear it up. Because I know you see the people keep tagging me and Cardi. They're only tagging me and her. Can you let us know who you talking about? Because I know Cardi broke her soup on a bagel, but I just don't feel like me and you got no tea, no shade. So they let me know. But so I just want to.
Okay. So I know nothing about Sukiana. I There's very little I know about Sukiana. How and ever, if what she's saying is true, girl, JT, you need to clear it up now. Sukiana released a snippet of her song that I'm not about to play or listen to a review, but it does seem odd that JT would just go after someone just randomly. Like, is JT the problem? Has JT been like a mean girl that we don't know about? Because look, if she is a mean girl, she's a mean girl, but I didn't know anything about this. So, like, this is not a beef that I care about. Not only is it not a beef that I care about, someone said they can't wait to crown Sukiana the queen of rap. Girl, when was Sukiana competing with Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj? Yeah, because if Sukiana destroys JT, she not the queen of nothing. Like, yeah, wait, wait. Y'all think if Suki or JT win in a back and forth beef, that one of them become what? What does one of what title? What? I'm gonna leave this alone. I'm gonna leave. Can y'all play entirely? y'all play. Y'all play entirely too much. I mean, I'm gonna try to find the queen or something, girl. Very much something. The maybe the duchess of like maybe they're like a countess. Like if this is a court, would they be like countess? I don't know where they would, but they wouldn't be queen. They wouldn't be nowhere near the throne. Y'all play entirely too much. Someone said they would both remain Suki and JT. All right, let me leave these people alone. It is what it is. Y'all keep me updated on this beef. I refuse. I refuse. I absolutely. Someone said they went to a veneer tech. I absolutely refuse to follow this. Follow this. I refuse to follow this. Um. All right. Oh, girl, we haven't even started the video. Etheria, Dr. Umar said, not my queen. Um, so I found someone who perfectly captures I'm gonna play it. I don't want to play this, but I'm still gonna play it because I found it funny. So Taylor Swift, this is how Taylor Swift music generally, with the exception of Willow. My favorite Taylor Swift song is Willow. Um, the my I love a bunch of her videos, but my favorite song from her is Willow. This is how her music sound to me.
Really should have broke up, and now I'm really sad that we did. The only thing I hate more than you is racism. You broke my heart beyond words. Apart from these ones, pain, suffering, depression, love, 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 heartbreak, vengeance, heartbreak, and love. We broke up, now we're getting back together. Ha ha ha, that was a joke. I would never get back with him. La 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 la. Now I think that we never really should have broke up. And now I'm really sad that we did. The only thing I hate more than you is racism.
When people tell me that her pen game is strong, this is what I hear, Jenna. Lava. Steven has an unnatural allegiance. Oh, I saved this and I know I'm losing it. I unsaved it. All right, let's see what else before I continue. Here is there is a school. I actually need a
St. Mary's, half the
I don't want to play this. So there's a school called St. Mary's. It's an all-girls school. So for 17 years, St. Mary's has had a 100% graduation rate and a 100% college acceptance rate. The all-girls private school has no entry test. They just have like super high expectation and really strict rule. And it's black girls generally there. So it is pretty spectacular. I just saw this in the Discord and I thought it was such a lovely thing. So for 17 years, they've been educating and putting out some of the great minds. I love that. I love that. So congrats on this. All right. So let's get into the video. Should I play this? This is so wrong. I'ma play it. I'ma play it. Y'all. So there's this rapper, and please don't ask me this man's name. Don't ask me anything about this man's music. He was on a podcast. I don't know how to explain this. Y'all read the title. Y'all read the title. I ain't explaining it. I ain't going. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. I am not doing it. Rapper explains to the fellas how he Oh my god. So y'all read this, right? Let's play it.
Niggas, I just cracked that nigga. So what does that mean?
You heard it, nigga? It makes sense.
Hold on,
So you was gay for a moment.
Hold on, young nigga. He wasn't gay. He wasn't gay.
Gay for a moment.
No, hold on, young nigga.
Look, I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm breaking it down. Look, this is crazy. So check it out, right?
Yeah.
You call it what you want to. I quite frankly, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
In my head,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You know, you got everybody else, they live by certain principles, codes, and morals, and ethics, and you know what I'm saying, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn. So the same way in my head, the same way you would make a decision to do something, I made a decision to do something.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I didn't give a damn about it. Now, all the extra, you know what I'm saying, all the extra, you know what I'm saying, extracurricular shit that come with it, that's not really me.
Sure.
I just, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
did
he
what
just
you would
cracked.
do with any woman, but like, I'm saying, I done plenty of bitches.
Hey, listen.
If anything, nigga, my shit went to the motherfucking roof when all the
So I don't like niggas. I just cracked that nigga. So
Okay. And to explain himself further, he's going to explain why it's different. So on the next slide, he's going to explain why it's different.
Now I wasn't gonna say nothing,
yeah.
but they had the facts wrong. They had the facts wrong, so they, you know what I'm saying? I'm a transparent nigga.
Yeah.
I don't give what anybody got to say. So they had the facts wrong. They thought it was the other way around.
Yeah.
God damn it, it went the other way around. So I
Yeah.
had to go and I had to
What
tell
does
them.
he mean by that?
And he doing the cracking.
What is he
And
doing?
know that. Oh my. And not
What
nigga
does
ever.
he What does he mean
Nigga,
by
you
that?
can't. Now listen. I'ma tell you. Cause ain't no bitch ass nigga ever crack my nigga JP. Never. So he cracked the nigga. He do the real nigga shit. He doing the cracking. He don't.
what do you say to this? What do you say about this? Right? There is a conversation about internalized homophobia, about how one engages in a way to continue to secure their masculinity, right? And it happened twice. On the second frame, he's talking about what he will and will not do. So that shows that he is still, quote unquote, the man, right? That is very important to him. But another thing that was important to him is that he only does this in this specific way, and all the other extracurricular activities. Someone said they sound like a pack of hyenas. He's not with it, so he's not gay, or he's not bi, or there's nothing with his sexuality. He just does this to certain men and then goes back to living his life with women where he does the extracurricular activities with these men. So, like, I feel like there's so much here around like the internalized homophobia that needs to be discussed and dissected, but I don't feel comfortable. I truly, I truly do not feel comfortable doing it. So hopefully, Sin, you know what? Let me send it to Sin. Are you here? She probably not here. I'll send it to you, and you do what you can do. Whatever your heart desires. You can. On that note, let's finally start the video. Almost an hour later. Bye. And not bye, but I'll see you. Grab your coffee, water, tea. We'll get into the video. Yeah, I don't know why I just said bye. All right. So the way I want to start off the live stream is kind of different in that there's a discussion I want to have around heterosexual relationship. I'm kidding. I would never categorize this as that. I only said that because of someone's constant messaging and telling me what I need to talk about and what I don't need to talk about. So I'm sorry. Um, so here we go. I'm going to play a video and let me know what y'all think about this video. Now, there is a comment in the comment section explaining what is happening, saying that the reason this occurred the way that it did is because, and I quote, he has a suit on and he did not want to get it wet. The day.
I make more than most of the men I date, but
I'm trying to figure out, because, like, is this feminism? Is this because, like, in my mind, like, this could never happen to me. Like, it just couldn't. And I'm wondering why. And there's a part of me that believes the reverse should happen. And whether or not the reverse should happen, is that defeating my feminist arc? Because this killed everything in me. Seeing this video, whether it was planned, a skit, whatever, like, it killed like everything in me. Like, I was sitting there thinking, how is this possible? Like, why would this be possible? Why would someone do this? Why would a man in the presence, even if you do it by yourself, right? Drizzle, drizzle, someone said. Even if you did this in private, right, where she labors, right? When you go on her back and do it publicly, and I know this is not something that they accept culturally because everyone was laughing. It was weird enough for someone else to be recording it, right? However, it reminded me of a video that the Discord provided for me. And we're gonna get, because this drizzle thing, people are like, oh my God, men are doing the drizzle, like they don't want, they want women to provide. And this is new. This is not new. I don't know where y'all been at, but nothing about it is new. They're now saying it out loud, which is wild, but nothing about women providing for men is new. And so it reminded me of a video that I watched, and we're gonna listen to this video and then jump into the comment section.
I love black men, so we make something work. But it's a conversation that we have to be very intentional because not everybody is really comfortable with the fact that a woman out earns them. Some people are.
Wait, why do you date down?
To be completely honest, I know we've been having a lot of fun. That's not necessarily one of my priorities. Is I'm gonna get the money, whether you get it or I'm gonna get it. The money's gonna come. I'm not worried about that. Do I got somebody that I can rock with? And if I can rock with you and you making 20, I can rock with you. If I rock with you and you ain't got no car and you run the mother trolley, shout out to the trolley. It's up. Because at the end of the day, if you know, like I know, when you get to these positions, you just need somebody that's going to have your back. I make more than most of the men I date.
There is no one online who should be mad at men saying drizzle. Just let it go. Let these men drizzle it up and say what they've been doing. Ain't nobody got time to be out here arguing back and forth with anyone. If you're the kind of woman who likes to provide for a man, then find a man who wants to be provided for. If you're the kind of woman who wants to be provided for, find a man who is going to provide for you. If you're the kind of woman who wants to be in partnership with and build together, then find that. Ain't nobody got time to be out here arguing back and forth when people are outright just saying, this lady is like, look, I'm gonna take care of him, right? And the same men who are online talking about the woman's education don't matter, her job don't matter. In this comment, it highlights something very important to me. It is important so long as you're willing to reduce yourself and make them still feel like they are the quote unquote man while you do the providing. Because you would think in this comment section, you would see men saying, we don't care about your job. That is not what they're saying. They're saying, wait, no, I hate
I make
that
more
so
than most of the
much.
men I date, but I love black men, so we make something work. But
My algorithm think it's gonna play with me, but it's not because I screenshotted my comments that I wanted to read. You go restart my comments. Absolutely not. Here it goes. This man said, protect this woman at all costs. This is what women don't understand. You need to teach other women it's not about the money, it's about the respect. We love her. This is wife material. This is wife material. Girl, period. So they're in the comments. You got to be quicker than that. No, I had to be quick because I don't want the music. I do not want these music to be. Oh my God, why?
I make more than most of the men I date, but
So they're not letting me scroll. I have to like move the scrolling. So this guy says, a woman that throws money in your face isn't worth a dime. A woman that treats you with respect, you'll give her the world if you could. So broke. Sorry, I said I was going to work on my tone and what I say. Um, this guy, when my wife and I met, she was an attorney and I was an enlisted E5. She made 3.5 times what I made, and it didn't matter to either of us. Fast forward 15 years, we have 3 kids, and my wife doesn't work anymore. I come home every day to an amazing, loving family. If the bond is secure, money won't matter. Fellas, this lady speak truth. Things that didn't happen for 500. Things that did not happen for. I don't believe. I do not believe this man. I do not. you. The fact is, if you're dating an attorney, if you're dating an attorney, you will quickly realize that not every attorney makes a ton of money. And so, if you're going to say she makes more than you, there's a general explanation of how she makes 3 times more than you while you're an E5, which, okay, fine. What happened for you to become the sole breadwinner and for her to quit her job where she was making 3 times as much as you to be a stay at home wife? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You're gonna have to show me some receipts. You're gonna you're gonna you're gonna have to show me some receipts on that.
I make more than most of the men
I
I
hate that this happens every single time. This is my homie's wife. He worked he worked doubles to get her through school, and now he mostly stays home and takes care of the kids. He works part-time job so he can be sane and not have to get an allowance. What? They not like us. Go weird. Period. Wait. Let me. Because y'all play entirely too much. Talking about y'all sitting up here arguing, oh my God, the drizzle movement is annoying. It's been going on. Ain't nobody care about this drizzle movement. They're just putting a name to something they've been doing. This is my homie's wife. He worked doubles to get her through school, and now he mostly stays home and take care of the kids. He works a part-time job so he can be sane and not have to get an allowance. Not have to get an allowance from her is nasty work. And can help out when needed. They're honestly my favorite couples because I get along with both them so well. But even when I'm there occasionally, it's like hey guys, I know you're in love, but I'm here too. They're going on 11 years. I couldn't be more proud of both of them for just loving each other and working. I don't believe none of these stories, mind you. I mean, I know this could happen, but I don't believe none of these people coming out here. Um, except when the women speak. I've been married for 11 years to my husband and have always made more than him, but he has so much more savings than I ever had. He's a saver, I'm a spender. He bought me my dream car 20 girl, period. Period. He's a wonderful man of God, and we are grateful for each other. We are in the early stages of buying our first home together, purchasing a new one. We love and wait, what? We are in the early stages of buying our forever home together, or purchasing a new one. We love and respect each other and are not girl, not in competition. Period. It's not about being uncomfortable. A woman earns more. It's about how she treats you when she does that. Does that's why men don't like it. All of these, that's the stories, by the way, about how the man. Oh, I do actually need to move on. About how the man used to not make as much as the wife and then finally makes as much as the wife. They're lying. They're lying. I don't believe none of these. I don't believe none of these stories. This one now talking about they're a sweet. I'm a C-suite professional making good money. The guy I'm seeing, I don't care. All right, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna just move on because these people just be in these comments lying. That that's something that I never understood. Why just go in someone's like comment section and volunteer a lie? Because most of these people lying. Most of these people are lying. All right. So in the same vein, there are a bunch of pastors. I didn't watch this show, but for members only, I'm thinking that tomorrow I'll do this. I found the full length interview for these people, and it is a hot get a mess. It is a hot get a mess. I'm planning to review the full video with members tomorrow. If I don't do it tomorrow, it'll be Saturday, right? But I'm doing a members only live stream either tomorrow or Saturday, because we gonna watch the full. We need to watch this full interview because it is a hot get a mess. So these are pastors. Apparently, there's a show that I didn't watch, and they're talking. I'm going to probably remove it from the screen. I don't fully know how the copyright is on this, but it is what it is. Anyway, there's going to be a question to one of the bishops about who should fly in first class if they could only afford one first class ticket and they are flying with their wife. Now, let me say this. This lady right here with the hat is wearing Balenciaga. And it's like the print is all over her. She's wearing like a bodysuit printed with Balenciaga, right? Now, I don't know if this was before the Balenciaga scandal or after. Either way, I'm going to just sit back and say that my first lady at my church, if she shows up in Balenciaga, like in this way, I'm leaving. I'm leaving the church. Now, you can believe what you believe. You can believe in the prosperity gospel. You can do all of that. If my pastor and first lady are flexing on people generally, being weird online and doing all the foolishness online, I am leaving. I don't care. I am not staying at a church where the pastor is flaunting his wealth and his wife is wearing a bodysuit with Balenciaga on it. Do you? I'm not judging you. I'm saying for me, I'm not doing that. You tried it. You should be in the world but not of the world, and this is definitely of the world. I'm not doing that. So people can say, oh my god, you're judging. Yes, I'm definitely judging. Absolutely I am. Not with my tithe. Not with my, absolutely not. And if there are people struggling in your church and you're not helping, obviously I'm not staying. You tried it. So anyway, I do want you to hear the question. Talking about the prosperity gospel mean you're blessed and you need a private jet. Girl, if you don't get out of my face.
Say New York to LA.
Yes.
And both of you walk on the jet, and there was only one first class seat, and somebody had to go to coach, somebody had to sit in first.
Okay.
How would you arrange that?
Are you asking me that?
Yeah.
Brother, if I was on a desert island and it wasn't nothing but a box of peanuts.
No, I didn't ask
do
you
you
that.
think
I
I'm
asked
giving
you
her a
about
whole
the
box
first
of
class
peanuts?
seat. You would go first class
I would
and
go
put your
first
wife in
class.
coach.
Yeah, she don't mind sitting coach. I do. I can't sit up there like sardines.
It's not whether she minds. It's inappropriate for a man to sit in first class and put his wife in the back.
Claustrophobia.
That's not how Christ loved the church, man. That's not exemplifying Christ's love.
Husband's flying with me. We fly first class, but there are times when I buy the ticket. I'm the church administrator.
But if you both walk on the plane, do you feel like old school, like I'm gonna let him take it? He's the pastor, he's the bishop, he goes up.
If we bought that
your
ticket,
mindset, there's nothing. First of all, let me say, there's no judgment here. Forget them.
No.
There's no judgment.
No,
It's how you judging.
I'm judging.
You judging. Y'all can judge. I'm not judging.
Going from
Okay, I don't like the host. What do you mean there's no judgment here? There is judgment. There are ways in which the people in the church should conduct themselves. And the point at which you're shoving your wife in coach while you're in first class, we need to talk about this. Is this what the men of the church, right? The pastors should be doing. And the wife sitting up there talking about, I'm the church administrator. I would book this and I would do that. Girl, nobody asked you none of that. We ask your husband if he will shove you in the back while he sits up in first class. That was the question to your husband. I'm not sure why you thought you needed to come in and defend him, saying that he gonna shove you in the back. Let them drag him. The fact is, and I hate this, it always comes back to me to self-esteem, right? Because no matter how much you're sitting there talking about, oh, I'm submitting, I am a woman of God, a woman of the cloth, I listen to these men, I submit to, no matter how much you say that, there is a point at which you have to recognize how you are being mistreated and disregarded, right? And in a conversation, not even a reality, right? This is not happening. They haven't booked tickets and decided that you are going to go in first class or coach, right? Like they haven't done any of that, right? This is just a conversation. In the conversation, you would think this man would be uplifting his wife, even if he knows he's not about to do it, which would be a lie. But the fact that you sat up there and embarrassed your wife like that is wild to me. It's wild. Like the fact that you are up there talking about, oh, you're claustrophobic, she doesn't mind sitting at the back, back to the back, back to the back, while you are at the front is wild. And the fact that people are up here like, oh, we're not judging. We are judging. You are a selfish, egotistical man that needs his ego stroked, who understand how small you are. This interview goes on, mind you, to that lady explaining how she has to diminish herself because she does not want to overstep his boundaries, because a lot of people look up to her and she puts the things together in the church. She is a leader in the church in the way that he is not. And he embarrasses her based on their conversation. Oh, we're going to dissect this entire interview because I'm very annoyed at it. I'm annoyed because it feels like she has learned how to diminish herself continuously in an effort to get his approval, and he disregards her at every chance he gets. There is no uplifting of her. There is no care for her. There is no love for her. There is no kindness towards her. She exists in this realm to serve him and play second to him. And he does not even take that into consideration in his language when he's talking about her to even pretend to uplift her. That is wild to me. He goes, if I'm in a desert and we found a peanut, you think I'm going to give all the peanuts to her? First of all, if I'm in a desert and I found peanuts, I'm probably not going to eat it. Peanut is not the thing that I would want in a desert. That's the first thing. The second thing is, no one asked you. And if you're creating that scenario, one would say, it would be better for you to look like you would sacrifice yourself for the good of your wife. But the fact that you can't even do that is absolutely wild and disgusting and nasty work. And when you say that you are the man of the church and that you should lead, and the biblical approach is that the man sacrifices for the woman, thus he leads and I'm supposed to protect, it does not show up in the way that you talk about your wife. And she's sitting there like, oh, at least I got a man. Go, what? Oh, what prompted the question? The question was prompted because of like there was a back and forth going on between the two groups where the man with the glasses, let me put it up. This one with the glasses was talking about how he proposed to his wife and blah, blah, blah. I didn't care. And that guy, the other pastor who would shove his wife in the back seat, decided that he would interrupt and test the guy with the glasses. And so they had a back and forth. And he was like, hey, if you only had a ticket, only one seat at the front, first class on a trip to New York, would you give that to your wife or would you take it? And so they were testing each other's manhood, apparently. And we gonna watch the whole thing. Either Saturday or tomorrow, we gonna watch the whole thing. And I'm gonna move on because seeing him is annoying me. All right. So we are moving on from that woman carrying that man across the pond because he did not want to get his suit wet. We move from that to this lady talking about how he don't mind providing for her, for this lady talking about how she does not mind providing for her man. Then we got to the pastor, the man of God, saying he gonna shove his wife in the back because he's claustrophobic and she don't mind sitting in the back while he sits in first class. All right. So let's move from that and get a little bit more political. Right? The Daily Wire and Candace Owens are going back and forth online, and there was supposed to be a debate that I was definitely looking for. And I am annoyed at people who are conservatives. Come to the front for your drag. I do not like hypocrites. I do not like hypocrites. If you say something and you are planning to do something publicly, we better not go in the background and see you doing the opposite. And I am not defending Candace Owens. Let me drink my water. I refuse to defend Candace Owens in any meaningful way. I absolutely refuse. So we're talking about principle. While Ben Shapiro was online talking about he wants to debate Candace Owens and going back and forth, they got a gag order on Candace Owens, right? They they had a gag order for Candace Owens, which make it impossible for her to really talk about the Daily Wire, say anything about the Daily Wire. And they claim that Candace Owens asking for a debate from Ben Shapiro was enough for a gag order, quote unquote, them disparaging her, disparaging the Daily Wire, right? Meanwhile, Ben Shapiro and his boss were out on Twitter accepting the debate being offered from Candace Owens, and they were in a negotiation online, full view of the public, right? That there would be a debate. And behind the scenes, so online they're talking about, yes, let's debate. Behind the scenes, they have a whole gag order being played on. None of this is funny. None of this is funny. They have a gag order being placed on Candace Owens. This is absolutely wild. Someone said Candace says she Catholic now. Look, Candace gonna get that bag however she needs to get that bag. So on April 5th, Candace Owens publicly invited her former Daily Wire colleague Ben Shapiro to a debate about Israel and the current definition of anti Semitism. It was Owens' criticism of U.S. financing of Israel and her criticism of Israel war in Gaza that caused her departure from the Daily Wire 2 weeks earlier. So both Ben Shapiro and the CEO responded by saying they would like to arrange the debate request by Candace Owens that night. Shapiro appeared to accept her offer, and they wrote the quote from Ben Shapiro that he said, "Sure, Candace, I texted you on February 29th offering this very thing." The Daily Wire co-founder added, "Let's do it on my show this Monday at 5 p.m. at our studios in Nashville." All right. So there is a debating offer from Candace Owens. Ben Shapiro accepts this offer and says he's been trying to get Candace to do this, right? So Candace objected to the format. They talk about a moderator. They decided not to do a moderator and settled on, yes, we're going to do it without a moderator. However, the debate was never to happen. This is because the Daily Wire, in secret and unbeknownst to its readers, sought a gag order to be placed on Candace Owens after she had called for the debate. They did this under the cover of secrecy before a private arbitrator. At exactly the same time, they were claiming in public that they wanted this debate and were even negotiating the terms with her, Candace Owens. To this date, the Daily Wire has not informed its readers seeking to understand why the much anticipated debate had yet to happen, that they had sought and obtained a gag order against Owen. This is absolutely diabolical. This is, you have to understand. By the way, I care about the Daily Wire from a business perspective. When Steven Crowder came out and talked about how terrible the contract was, and they were offering him $50 million, which is wow, to be one of their hosts and contributors, right? And he decided to go independent. I started looking at the Daily Wire insofar as how did they create this massive business media structure, right wing media structure, and how is it influencing people? I think this is like really important, right? And the idea was that freedom of speech is under attack. And us at the Daily Wire, we care so fundamentally about freedom of speech, right? We care about debating ideas and engaging this way. So imagine my surprise when Candace Owens, who's been anti-Semitic. There's a bunch of people talking about, oh, Candace Owens is not anti-Semitic. Candace Owens said if Hitler only cared about Candace Owens believed that if Hitler did not have global, sorry, I can't actually say this with a straight face. The fact that Candace Owens thought that if Hitler only localized his ideas and only cared about his country and did not have any ideas to be further and control people outside the reach of his country, that it would be fine, is absolutely wild. So after Candace Owens even testified in front of the Senate or the House, I believe it was, the Daily Wire hired her. The Daily Wire hired her, right? So I actually I wanted to see this debate. And it's interesting that the Daily Wire is sitting up here pretending like it is completely for freedom of speech and it is different than mainstream media in any meaningful way. Girl, y'all exactly the same. And it's really annoying because I actually wanted to see that debate. I truly did. I wouldn't pay for it, but I wanted to see the debate. The other men are curious about the crack. Oh my god, they were laughing so much at that video. They were Teresa, welcome to the membership. Candace Owens pretty much said that if Hitler didn't have ambitions outside of outside of his country, and I'm using his country very specifically because they were talking about nationalism, then it would be fine. What do you mean if Hitler didn't have any ambition outside of his country would be fine? Like what is and the fact that someone hired you after that is wild. The fact that someone, anyway, this gag order, while Candace Owens is telling us that we needed to be better and we needed to do better, the fact that your former boss has you under a gag order is absolutely diabolical. The fact that you have a gag order from your boss where you sat up there and chastise black people about freedom of speech and going to the right and stop listening to certain media, girl, now you have a gag order. You can't even talk about your own employment. Now how that work? How does that work? They're setting up a debate. No, this is diabolical. How are y'all setting up a debate with her publicly while putting a gag order on her privately? The fact that they should not have subscribers. Like, and it is not in defense right? This is not in defense of Candace Owens. It is the principle of so publicly pretending that you are for this freedom of speech, that you care so deeply about freedom of speech, and that you are willing to engage in this way while you're throwing a gag order on her. If you were quiet, that would be fine. But you were publicly negotiating with Candace Owens about a debate, and then you're behind the scenes trying to throw a gag on her. I'm laughing, girl, because like I feel like where I should have sympathy for Candace Owens, girl, there's none. There's just none. I feel like I should have some sympathy for her, but like, girl, there is none. So let's go. Let's jump from that foolishness to Vlad TV. Vlad. DJ Vlad. The fact. All right, let me start on good note. I was trying to figure out how to start. I'm gonna start on a good note. I am extremely proud of the way the Black community, as a community, responded to Vlad TV, to Vlad, DJ Vlad, when he decided to go after a Princeton professor, right? I don't even know this lady, right? I have no meaningful connection to this lady. Don't know her. Don't know her work. Don't know her class. And I, in fact, did not look it up because I don't want this to be shaped. I just want to talk about the interaction online, right? I am so proud. I am so extraordinarily proud of the work Black folks did. I am. I'm also proud of how Black people showed up when it came to Brian McKnight. And I'll get to that when I get to that. Oh, thank you, Ray Rose. I appreciate that. What? The Black folks, Black folks on Twitter, Black Twitter said they're not like us and went in on DJ Vlad. So I just wanted to point that out, that like it was encouraging to see how Black people really engage with this. It was done in such a thoughtful way, in a way to defend this woman. And DJ Vlad had to come back and apologize. And we don't care about no apology. But here's what DJ Vlad had to. this is what Vlad said. Let me put on my my music. I would like to apologize to Morgan Jenkins for tagging her job in my replies during our Twitter exchange last weekend. Girl, ain't nobody care about that. We don't care. I hope the dragging online continues. I hope that we take stock of the people who show up on your videos from now on. Jesse Wu said this too, and I agree that anyone, Black man, who shows up, or Black woman, who shows up on his channel to do an interview after this should be canceled along with him. I think that the fact that you engage so deeply in Black culture, and by deeply, I don't actually mean investigating ideas within the Black community. I mean making money from it, deeply within the hip hop community, that you have been accepted in some ways in the Black community, and you refuse to engage when your ego would not let you sit down and be quiet. The fact that you thought it was a good idea to publicly tag this woman's job when y'all having an exchange online as you're trying to get her fired is wild to me. And the fact that you thought you had the audacity is something that we need to talk about. So let's get into these tweets. So, DJ Vlad tweeted out, Kendrick's Not Like Us needed a better mix. Kendrick's Not Like Us needed a better mix. It takes away from the song. Girl, what are you talking about? Did you not know here that Kendrick is number one here, there, everywhere, number one? Girl, Kendrick is running the charts. Kendrick is ruining everyone's life. Kendrick is the leading artist right now in hip hop, and y'all gonna be mad. But Not Like Us probably ruffled DJ Vlad's feather. Y'all want to know the truth? The reason DJ Vlad was online dragging, in my humble, nobody opinion, is Not Like Us rubbed him the wrong way. The shoe fit, a hit dog, and all that. All of that was what's happening. So he heard Not Like Us, and he knew exactly where he fell. He was not the us. Definitely fell in the not like. Definitely fell over there. So Morgan responded to him as people are going back and forth on Twitter. She says, "You are white. This is a black folk affair, right? Agree, disagree, whatever. But you don't. Your next instinct, your instinct cannot be, let me get this woman in trouble for their stake. You are a white person commenting on hip hop, and you have a platform where you make money off of black people coming in and then getting locked up after coming on your platform, right? So you are in the culture, even if you shouldn't be. The fact that a black woman saying this to you, a black person saying this to you, and what that triggered for you is not a back and forth where you're arguing that you should stay and you don't care, whatever. The fact that that triggered in you something to where you wanted her job to fire her. Like you went on her page, saw that she was employed at Princeton and decided to tag Princeton in your review is absolutely wild and disrespectful. The apology doesn't mean anything at all to me because you should not have done it in the first place. You are too close to the culture in terms of your content creation for you to be this ignorant about how you would engage with someone who disagreed with you online. Vlad heard freeing the slave. Vlad got mad. Vlad was confused. It was like, what? Freeing the slave. So he goes, Vlad decided, wait. So a professor at Princeton is telling me that a white person shouldn't be allowed to voice their opinion about hip hop. Is that how you interact with your students? These are very specific wording. Are you her student? Is this class? Or are y'all commenting on a hip hop beef where someone is saying not like us, speaking specifically about the biracial identity versus the black identity? You are now white speaking to a black woman. This is in the culture. This is a part of the beef. This is what is happening in hip hop right now. And for you to weaponize her statement around whiteness, which is directly implicated in the song that you decided to critique. You decided to critique a song that is explaining someone who is not like someone else who is black within the culture, calling us slaves, engaging in a way that shows that the person, Drake, does not understand anything about the history of blackness in America. And where that is being taught, let's be clear, Kendrick was teaching Drake about the history and how his identity might be weaponized and how his identity was used to elevate him in hip hop. And he's biracial. You, a white person speaking, and a black person is explaining why a song not like us might not be the best place for you to be voicing your opinion about what would make the song better. You are trying to explain what would make the song better is absolutely wild. You are not like us, thus you don't get to tell us how to make songs, how to make music. That is wild to me, that you didn't even reflect on what the topic of conversation was before you decided to to tag her school. That is wild to me. So she decided to respond and said, what I'm saying is that you put your opinion in a discussion that's not needed. This conversation is and should center Black people, not you. This is directly what I understood from the first statement, right? So he's going to come back. Don't change your words now. I'll be reaching out to Princeton about this on Monday. So you are directly trying to get this woman in trouble for an opinion online, a back and forth about a song that implicates racial identity, and thus the discourse around it has to be about race. It is about the in-group, the out-group around race, and it is racialized. The content you are discussing that you wanted to improve to make it better was a content, i.e. not like us, about race, and someone is pointing out how your identity actually is implicated in the music, and you telling the songwriter that they should change something to make it quote unquote better is inappropriate. The fact that you became complete, I think the phrase is Karen, and tried to get this woman fired for an opinion, even if you were heated and y'all were going back and forth, that would be fine. But you are saying, don't change your word now. You're going to reach out to Princeton on Monday when you were already tagging Princeton is absolutely wild. So Morgan came back and said, semester's over, my contract has been completed, but thanks for trying to bully me out of a job for centering Black people because you got your feelings hurt. Very retaliatory, huh? Nice tactic. And I actually am very, like, for real, when I saw the responses to Vlad, when I saw how people came together on Twitter and dragged him for filth, when I saw all of that, I was very excited. Not excited because, not excited because someone is getting dragged, but rather that someone is being protected. And I thought that was really important because we don't generally see this. Vlad was concerned about who is going to come to his show and confess if Kendrick free them. Free them all. Yeah, for him to try to threaten her employment is wild. So I got hundreds of people telling me my opinion doesn't matter as they're replying to my opinion. You can't make this up. So he was still feeling himself, by the way, looking like he looked on there. And I'm not reading all of this. He's talking about the university he went to and blah blah blah, trying to degrade her. It is what it is. He came out and apologize, but I needed to read this last one. Since it's Monday, let me clear the air and state that I never had any intention of filing a complaint to Princeton for former Professor Morgan Jenkins saying that white people aren't allowed to comment on Kendrick Lamar's music. She never said that. The fact that she never said that. That was never said. The fact that in your statement trying to say, oh, I didn't care, I was never going to go back to Princeton, I was never going to reach out to Princeton. You did reach out to Princeton. You literally tagged Princeton in all of your responses. You literally tagged Princeton in all your responses. The fact that you're sitting up here, oh, I was never going to go out, I was never going to reach out to them. No, you were going to reach out to them. You did reach out to them. You continuously reached out to them to tell on her that she was going back and forth with you online. She never said white people aren't allowed to comment on Kendrick Lamar's music. Even if you wanted to say that someone said it was implied, it was implied. You were not listening, you weren't reading. She was speaking about a very specific song. Context matters in this scenario, where the song is talking about in groups versus out groups around race, when a white person is speaking on this, another person who is on the in group can in fact use the race and racial identity in the conversation. You can say it's wrong, you can say it's right, but the Not Like Us song is about in group versus out group. It is what it is. Any first year sociology would have explained this to you, right? So in the song where they're talking about blackness and whiteness and biracial identity of colonizer and all of that, for a white person to say this would have made the song better, and a black person to say, wait, you do realize the irony here, right? You do realize the irony of you telling the black person writing a song about racial identity and all of that, and black and white and in group and out group in hip hop, and the lack of appropriateness with your engagement in the culture. For a black woman to say, hey, you do realize, you see the irony here, is wild to me. For you to not see how that is appropriate, even if you disagree with her, you can explain to her why it is that a white person should be able to engage this way. You guys can go back and forth on that. But the moment you start making claims that she said white people can't comment on Kendrick Lamar's music is wild. That is absolutely diabolical, because she never said anything about Kendrick Lamar's music generally. She was speaking specifically about a moment in hip hop and a song produced by, written by, and came from Kendrick Lamar. She trolled me and I trolled back. No, you didn't troll back. If you trolled back, you would have just said something to her. You added what you believe to be her place of employment. You weren't trolling, you were trying to get her fired. There is a difference. You weren't trolling her, you were engaging in a way that could disrupt her life. That is not trolling. At the end of the day, it created an interesting discussion about race relation in America. No, it didn't. You didn't engage with it. It could have. It could have. You and her could have had a meaningful online discussion about race in America. You could have. That's not what you did. Instead of engaging with her and explaining, if you believe she's wrong about why she says white people couldn't engage, you could have explained to her. And then she could have explained to you. Y'all could have gone back and forth. That's not what happened. Instead, you derailed the conversation and went straight to her job to try and get her fired. Don't try to rewrite it now. I will be discussing it further in my future. I don't care. Ain't nobody finna watch that. Just absolutely useless. And I will say that I honestly, across the board on Black Twitter, they ate him up. They ate him up, and I loved every moment of it. Rodney Jenkins made a call to Vlad to fix it. Period. No. Oh my God, I should have. This is happening too quickly. I don't know. How do I. I'm trying to figure out how do I talk about this. How do I engage with Cardi B? There is a clip going viral on the internet where these C-list, D-list, washed-up rappers go on to these shows and they start grading women. They started grading women, and I'm trying to figure, because like I want to be empathetic, and I think empathy, leading with empathy, is always good. I don't know why it is that women are willing to degrade themselves so much to the point where they are going on the show, even the pop the balloon show. I'll get to that at some other point. I'm thinking about making a video around that because the humiliation rituals online around blackness is like really starting to disturb me. Like in a way that like we should not, we cannot be known online for this kind of media. And unfortunately, the black people who create political content and high intellectual content don't go viral, they don't get listened to, and instead we get as representation Pop the Balloon and rappers rating women. But I'll get into that some other time. Right now, I think it's important that we discuss the women and why they feel the need to be seen. I don't think they feel the need to be degraded. I think they feel the need to be seen. And they want so badly to be validated that they're going in front of these washed up, useless rappers who don't really have a career left, and they're being judged by these men, and verbally assaulted by these men for the entertainment of people watching. And I don't know how to engage with this. I don't know how to think about why it is that they engage this way. I don't know why these women, outside of wanting clout that puts them in a really bad light, why they do this. Anyway, there's a clip going viral where one of the lady says something to the effect of they don't have any gag reflex or whatever. And the rapper celebrity guest at the time said they wanted to test it. And so they walked off set and went into the bathroom and they had the mic on. And so people could hear what was taking place. Um, I don't know if this was a setup. I don't know if this was true. I don't know if this was a part of the plan to go viral because these stunts are getting even more wild. So Cardi B decided to respond, and let's hear. This bothers me because, like, I can see how there's some women, by the way, um, who don't know anything about sort of self-worth and kind of they might see opportunities for exposures and feel like they need to engage in ways that degrade themselves even further. And they might not even fully understand how and why they're doing the things that they're doing. They just want an opportunity for success or to change their life or whatever, a viral moment. Um, and I think that is really harmful to be exploiting that need. Like, there's nothing funny about this. Is like it reeks of abuse and exploitation. And I'm saddened by it. Sorry, I'm getting a text from someone. Friends checking in. I'm good. So let me play what Cardi B has to say. Let me see. Curry up and eat. Demons, please engage with Cardi B better than Tasha. You ain't right. You ain't right. You you ain't right. I'm done. I'm done with you. I needed that, but I'm done with you.
On Twitter that a girl, I don't know if he was, it was like, I don't know if it's like one of those dating shows or something, that she literally grabbed this man's hand and literally It literally happened in less than a minute. In less than a minute, she started sucking his dick. Like she just took the nigga to the bathroom and just started sucking his dick. And it's just like, so y'all didn't even have a real conversation. Y'all didn't even say two sentences to each other, and you just ate his dick in the afternoon. Like you just randomly sucking dicks in the afternoon. Production just pissed at. There's like pissy residue everywhere and on the floor and everything. Like you just ate him up for no reason. We gotta start slut shaming you again. Y'all gotta get slut shame again because like at the end of the day also, but no, not even that. Like I'm helping y'all too. Like I'm helping y'all from diseases. I'm helping y'all from diseases. I am helping y'all to stay healthy. So y'all need me. You need me. So I'm gonna make it my duty to teach you girls at least to become better hoes. Like if you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. Like I said, like if you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. But I'm gonna have to just teach you how production.
So I'm obviously not going to play the video. All right. Cardi B. Look. I am sorry. I am so sorry. The messenger matters to me now. The messenger matters to me. This feels contradictory and hypocritical. This feels contradictory and hypocritical. As much as I don't even agree necessarily that we need to be shaming people and you go and teach them how to be a better, apologies for the language, right? A better this or a better that, absolutely that. Cardi B, I am so sorry, girl, but you don't need to be teaching anyone about anything. You absolutely do not, I repeat, do not need to be teaching anyone about anything at all, unless that's about how to make money. Maybe you know how to make money. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not going to sit here and like, oh, she's right. No, absolutely not. She's not right. I'm not doing it. The reason I'm not doing it is because Cardi B's message is contradictory. At one time, you're singing about this and you're doing this and what you will do and how you meet men and get money and blah, 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 and do this and do that and whatever. The fact that you think you gonna sit up there and judge these women at all is absolutely wild to me. Yeah, I don't think you are right in this. However, I think we do need help. There are too many women out here without self-esteem in some ways. And I don't know who to recommend or how to engage in a way that will help these women, because something has to be like, you don't even know this man. You get nothing from this outside of a embarrassment online. You give the production team and this channel their viral moment. What do you receive from this? Right? And if you're doing it because you want to do it and you have fun, then okay, period. I'm a step back, right? But if there is a chance that the reason you engage this way is because of ideas around self-worth and not understanding who you are and like your power in that way, then that's the problem. Like I am completely, if you wanted to do it, you feel great about doing it, this is what, then period. Like I have nothing to say. But I do worry that when we continuously as a society beat down women's self-esteem, treat women terribly, tell them that they deserve the bare minimum, we create a scenario in which these women don't feel strong enough to say no and stand up for themselves and demand a certain expectation to set boundaries around what they're willing to do and not do. We have been so good as a community in lowering the standards and the esteem, the self esteem of women, that it is not surprising to me that there are a ton of women who would engage in things that are detrimental to them because we have fed them low self esteem. And I wouldn't, like, I actually wouldn't care if I believe this was coming from like a feminist, self-empowered sexual liberation space. If that were the case, then period, do you? It doesn't feel that way. There is, I think, a very consistent and overwhelming voice within our culture to get women to not see the worth in themselves. And I think this is the result of that. I think not having boundaries and standards in the way that you engage is the result of a society that consistently tries to break you and tell you that you are not good enough and that you need to engage in certain ways in order to get and keep the attention of men. That's where I that's how I come out. Because it's not just her; it is a culture. I'm gonna move on because I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed that Cardi B. You know what? Let me leave Cardi B alone. I'm gonna leave Cardi B alone, and let's get straight to Tyrese. I'm at 2 hours. Should I skip Tyrese and do it Friday? All right, let's quickly do Tyrese. All right. So y'all heard Brian McKnight came out here. He's on a one-man mission to destroy his black family, right? Brian McKnight has been disrespecting his family publicly, and he's been disparaging his kids publicly. Now, Ricky Smiley decided that this is absolutely too much, and
or do whatever
he's going to stand up for these kids, and he's going to tell them something about God.
I just want
So let's listen to Ricky. Let's listen to what Ricky Smiley had to say about Brian McKnight and his kids, and then we'll listen to what Tyrese had to say in response, which was absolutely wild to me. And then I'll give my commentary because Nico, one of Brian McKnight's kids, came out and dragged Tyrese. So this is what Ricky Smiley had to say. Sin did a cover of this on her live on Patreon, and I agreed with most of what she said.
Say to Brian McKnight kids, to all of his kids, the ones that he said that's born out of evil or born in evil, whatever he said, whatever he claims, or whatever, let you know that you have a lot of support out here. We here at the Ricky Smiley Morning Show support you. If anybody get this message out to Brian McKnight, 2 sons and daughter, you are always welcome to the state of Alabama, to the great state of Alabama, where you have men, you have uncles, and you.
I'm sorry. Do people actually say the great state of Alabama? Is that a thing?
You have a lot of people in Birmingham that take on kids that have been abandoned by fathers. I've seen a lot of it, even with watching Little League football coaches that spend their own time, money, and resources into trying to make sure that the kids have it. I just want to say to Brian McKnight, kids, everything they need, but I know that y'all are older. But if y'all ever feel any kind of way, or you feel unloved and need male figure, father figure, there's people out here like myself, and I know I can vouch for my brother from another mother, Ben Crump and others. we would be more than happy to have you. You are not thrown away. You are not garbage. You are loved. You are taught when when things like this are in the same video. So we just want to say to the kids, stay prayed up, stay close to God, and understand that God is your real daddy.
So lastly, this week, I want to big up my man right here. See, he gets it. In order.
This is the original video on what Brian McKnight said, mind you.
To live a life that you love, you have to get rid of the evil and negativity, even if that evil and negativity is related. We want everyone to live a life that you love. Our hashtag, that's what it means. Hashtag I love our life. But in order to do that, you have to get rid of all that evil and negativity. There's so many angry and upset and negative people out there. We want to use our platform as a place of positivity, a positivity platform. So hopefully, who knows, next week, maybe I'll only respond to positive comments.
All right. So, this is another proud moment for Black folks. Brian McKnight concerts in Detroit were canceled. Black people said they're not going to Brian McKnight concert unless he brings his black kids. So they're trolling him online, and the venue in Detroit canceled. I'm not reading that because it's too late. Canceled because
In other cancellation news, Brian McKnight's concert at the Motor City Casino Hotel was canceled after social media users trolled the event organizers. The trolls told them they would only attend the concert if he brought his original kids. What are your thoughts on this?
Girl, I'm so proud. I am so proud. Period. Cancel all of it. So anyway, Reese, I actually wanted to go get into what Brian McKnight said, but it's not that important. I also want to get into what Ricky Smiley said, but y'all get the gist, not that important. I'm already 5 minutes over, so I'm just running back to go get what Reese was talking about, what Reese was crying about this time.
Is I want to talk to my brother Ricky Smiley, and I want to say to you that it is unfair, in my grown man opinion, to say that that man and his ex-wife and the mother of his kids, which are now grown adults, past 30 years old, whatever their specific dynamic is, there's a bunch of things that has been said and done over the years that is nobody's business, that has contributed to where they are. This is not fair to say, well, they my kids, or they grown, they adults, and so I ain't gonna ever turn my back on my kids. I ain't gonna ever not provide or be there or support what I want to address.
What do you mean it's none of our business? What do you mean we don't know what happened behind the scenes to cause this? Isn't Brian McKnight speaking publicly, disparaging his family publicly as if he's a narcissist, trying to rub it in their faces, announcing his only children are the ones that he is not biologically related to? If these people are having issues behind the scenes, Brian McKnight is the one putting it in the public domain. What do you mean we can speak on this publicly? Cardi is how management classes who's signing up. Rap Nicki period. It's bad when Cardi is the voice of reason. No, Cardi was talking about undergrad, uni, and how people should be getting paid monthly to go to school. And I was like, she's onto something. No, Brian doesn't have dementia. He got a new girl and is starting back at one. I hate this so much because he was one of my favorite vocalists. The eerie vocals, and his like Mariah Carey esque approach to music, I actually really adored. Now I can't even listen to him.
Kids out here be saying some fucked up shit, bruh. Kids out here be crossing you and doing and saying and going above and beyond to cross you. I do not know what that man and that woman or his kids or anything about anything. Like, I literally know.
Okay, you don't know, so why are you jumping in front of this? You don't know he disowned his children, and some other man is saying, these 30-year-old children, they're now I'll be your father. Do these 30-year-old people need fathers? Probably. Look, if I didn't have my father in my life, I would want a father figure too. So maybe these 30-something-year-old people need a father. In any case, Ricky is out here offering himself up as tribute to be parents to these grown kids. Completely fine with that. Girl, why are you mad? Why are you mad? At no point did Ricky Smiley, it seems, disparage Brian McKnight. He just said, your daddy disowned you. I am not your daddy. Come to Alabama. That's all I heard. No, I might have not been listening too closely because I don't care what none of these men have to say, like at all. Like not even a little bit, like not even a little bit. But what Ricky said was, I'll be your daddy, grown man, because your actual daddy don't want to be a daddy. So I'll be your daddy. That's what I heard Ricky Smiley said. Why is Tyrese mad? Girl, why is Tyrese mad? Every time Tyrese comes out, he's crying and whining about something. This got nothing to do with Tyrese at all. No, I said daddy. I did not say, I said daddy. I said what I said. Why y'all correcting me talking about I should say father figure? No, I said daddy. Ricky Smiley said, I'll be your daddy. That's what I heard. Okay, father figure. Okay. All right, y'all got me. Ricky Smiley says he will be the father figures for these grown people. Is that better? I'm tired. Tyree's still playing, baby. Yeah, 2 hour mark. Yeah. All right. So, in conclusion, Ricky Smiley want to be the daddy to grown men who were disowned by their biological father. And Tyrese decided to drag Ricky Smiley because he's asking Ricky, why are you trying to be these children's daddy? You don't know what they did to their parents. I don't know what they did to their father to make him reject them. So you shouldn't publicly announce that you will be their daddy because it makes him look bad. It makes black men look bad. It makes Brian McKnight look bad. I don't know what. Honest to God, I don't know. I literally don't know why Tyrese came forward to discuss this publicly. Tyrese just wanted some time. I don't know. But I'm going to end it here. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful night. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all later. Brian and Tyrese used to be my fave as well. Now I can't even listen to them. I like Tyrese's voice. I think Brian McKnight is just a superb singer. But I also really like Tyrese's voice. It sounds like a dying cat that is struggling, but good. Not in a bad way, in a good way. It sounds forced, hoarse, used, abused, been through it. What Drake said. Well, what did Drake say about Drake said something about black voices, but I actually really like Tyree's singing voice. All right. Yeah. All right. So in I probably should have done this before I went to the after show, but Tyrese, one of Brian McKnight's Nico, I think it is, responded. Let's try to read this. He says, Tyrese, you used to sleep under our pool table when I was a kid. Wait, that don't make sense. Why was Tyrese sleeping under the pool table? Yeah, why was Girl, why was Tyrese sleeping under these people's pool table? I hope Tyrese didn't get drunk one day and just fell asleep there, and this grown man is putting a Tyrese crying again. Don't he want to be Mexican during Black History Month? So he should stay out of black folks' business. Girl, wait. Why was Tyrese under your daddy's pool? Anyway, I know the 90s R&B brotherhood blood is thicker than anything, but you should sit this one out, champ. You have relationships to fix with your own children and your own past decisions you've made on behalf of, I don't know, power. The allegiance to these two things is what keeps you guys from seeing that the only thing that matters in the end is family. Apparently, the only thing that matters in the end is not family. Per your daddy. Per your daddy. The only thing that matters in the end is not family. Real men can see past the foolishness. Okay, period, girl. Let me stop though. This 46-hour. Oh, has me ready to. Wait, is he sick? I should have read the last line before I came on. I didn't know Nico was sick. That's sad. Let me look this up. Oh, Brian McKnight, you are dead wrong. That is so wrong. If Brian McKnight child, I don't care how grown he. Oh my God, he has cancer. Your son has cancer. Wait, your son has cancer and you are publicly dragging and disparaging him while he's going through chemotherapy? That is demonic. That is actually demonic. Like it was fun in games when it was like oh, grown people with their grown parents, this is toxic and disgusting, but it's bad. But your child, regardless of how grown he is struggling with something right now, cancer, going through chemo, and you're online talking about how they were born from sin and all that foolishness. Oh, you're disturbing. Oh, you're bad. Anyone, the new family sitting around you, not engaging, not helping, not caring, just thinking they're winning. I pray to God that no one has to face anything like this. That is pure evil. I'm gonna leave because this is no longer fun or funny. When someone is battling cancer and going through chemotherapy, to have a parent online, dragging them and disparaging them is diabolical. And Tyrese, you need to go sit somewhere and mind your business. Didn't you just try to have a million Dusty Men march on the court so that you didn't have to pay child support? Girl, ain't nobody got time for that. And the fact that you're out here defending a man, publicly disparaging his son that is going through chemo is absolutely disgusting and diabolical, world. You are also part of the problem. Alia, ugh. Anyway, in the words of Erica De Niro TV, protect your energy. This is disgusting. I'm very disgusted. Um, absolutely not. Have a wonderful night. I'm gonna end on a different note. I have to. Let me we're gonna go into an after show because we're ending on a different note. I want to say thank you all so much for being here. I've been doing this now for like 3 years ish, 3 year plus. And I feel loved and cared for. On here, I feel safe on here. And I just want to say a huge thank you for two things. And I wanted to say this on my members only live stream, but I think I'm just going to say it out here. The first thing is thank you all for challenging me, not only here, but in the Discord. I truly appreciate that you all correct and provide care and pushback with a kind of love that I did not expect. Now, there are some people who are out of pocket, but I think we tend to focus on the negative more than the positive. And I've gotten so much positive feedback, even when I get correction, whether it's in here or on the Discord, it always feels that there's a lot of care behind it. So I appreciate that. Like I truly appreciate that. The second thing, I think there's a lot happening online. There's a lot that goes on, and there are times when I feel like there isn't any reason for anyone to be listening to me, and it's not because I don't have anything to say, but I think there are times when people have explained to me that I am too theoretical, and it is sometimes annoying. So I actually do appreciate that you all stick with me even when we're talking about random things like punishment and utilitarian approach versus retributive approach to punishment, and you all engage with that work. I am trying to be more thoughtful in the content that I put forward. I'm trying to be kinder and more graceful in terms of how I engage with people and listen to people. Thank you, CJ. Separate, I am thinking about really doing more work in terms of my video. So if my videos become more theoretical, I'll keep the live generally how it is. But I'm trying to provide content that is meaningful. The next video will be about homelessness, kind of setting up a framework for it to be a part of political discourse. And so that's not usually fun for a lot of people, but I do hope that you all will watch. I'm planning to finish the video portion this week and the editing portion next week, and hopefully have it up by the end of next week. So I just wanted to say thank you. I truly appreciate it. Like I truly do. And there are times when I kind of like I'm sad about a video or something that I worked really hard on that no one cares about, but people care about this or care about that and the mess or whatever. But in all, like I should not have the audience I have. And the fact that so many of you show up and care and engage, it's enough. It has been enough at 500 subscribers. So it is enough. And I appreciate that. So I thank you. Thank you. I just want to say thank you. And I'll be doing more things to celebrate people who have been with me for a while. So I really, like I actually do. So anyway, I'm going to leave now because I do actually have to go do a recording of that video later tonight. So yeah. Thank you, Themis. Your perspective is appreciated. I appreciate that. And I do feel it. I do. Like, you all don't even have to tell me anymore that you like being here. I feel it. I enjoy it. And I thank you. And I do hope that I give back in the way that I feel like you have given to me. Murder Magic Trick, thank you for being a member. All right. So, on that note, have a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye. Remember to like the video on your way out. It's actually quite helpful. Bye bye.